Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video, and it is time to take on the third and final stage of EX3 Tempered Edge, and arguably, actually not arguably, just the hardest of the three stages, the Earth stage. Now, my space team is quite well built. My light team is pretty well built. My Earth team, on the other hand, is full of level 84 new meta units, and then my 100 Trainee and 100 Earth Melon. And my 100 Golem. So it's like, yeah, those are cool and all, but the real power is coming from Hakuro, Val, and Benny. And I guess Soe for whatever purposes. So this battle might take a bit. So, for funsy onesies, I'm going to record my entire attempts. Whether we beat it in one try or we beat it in 10. I'm going to record all of it. And if I do beat it in 10 tries, then I'm going to just super warp speed through until we get to the last one. That way you can watch all of my failures and see what other kind of team comps I make, unless I just decide to switch to the same one. And then that's kind of boring. But hey, we'll find out how it goes when we get there. So this is what I'm going to start with. Hakuro, Hero for the rewind and crit, Trainee for DPS is just a weird way to say Trainee. Rimuru for his buff, Valentine and Benny, because obviously they're Earth units and they're the best ones. So, with that said, let's dive in. Alright, we finally got the starting turn that we were looking for, which is of course the 4-2 spread. That way we could take full advantage of Benimaru's Orb Steal. So here, starting out, we get a 4-hand of Hero, which is good because I don't want her in here. She's important, and the less damage she takes, the better. We are trying to beat this stage, with most of the missions intact. So 5 alive, under 9 turns. Obviously, Albus is not on the team, so we can't get that mission done, but I'll worry about that later. I just want to beat it for now, and putting Albus in here is going to be a huge detriment. So, 6-handed Benimaru, we're going to swap in Valentine, pretty typical Earth stuff, and now I guess it could be typical Light stuff if you summon for Daggerel, but I think Benimaru is just a slightly better unit than Daggerel because of his team and how he synergizes. Unfortunately, Daggerel's just not cutting it for me. And this is after a couple days of using him, and I'm sorry. Sadly, the developers only like Valentine as a Demon Lord. Everybody else is kind of meh. Like, Leon is good in certain situations. Guy is okay. Daggerel is okay. And then both Valentines have been amazing. So, somebody is a little biased. But we've got Valentine's ult. We're going to swap her out. That way we can now use Hakuro. No, not yeah, we can use Hakuro, get a full 6-card send. We have 3 Trainee cards, which is going to get us the ult because we've used Benimaru's orange boost here. So now we can do some okay damage to this Benimaru. It's important that we kill him first, because 1, the less damage we take, the better, and 2, his AoE ult at EX3 hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. And then you take that, and then you take Soe single target, and pretty much somebody is dead. Somebody is going to die if you take both of those. So we gotta take him out quickly. I want to have Valentine's ult and Trainee's ult, that way we could take full advantage of the magic resistance down on Benimaru. So here, we also have a Rimuru ult, which is cool. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage, because it's an AoE and it's not type advantage, but it's still going to do damage. So we swap him out, that way he doesn't die. We save it in the back, we bring the hero in, that way we can bring the crit boost, at least for Valentine and Trainee. We send the blues, that way we have another Hakuro meter, that way we can use both big buffs, and the magic resistance down. So now here, we're going to bring Val in for Benny Mario. Thankfully, he has a card. We're going to pop the crit power, crit and resistance down. That way both of our main DPSs have it active. And then we're going to switch the hero out for Rimuru. There we go, okay. So now we've got triple ult. We're going to have a full 6-card send. We're going to have enough points to now use his buff, which is good because they have some high defense right now. And then Valentine's magic resistance down. That leaves us with 15 points, which isn't really enough to do too much. So here, I'm going to make the decision to send Trainee's ult last, because I need Valentine for the DPS on Benny, because I need to make sure he dies, along with the ult, and then that 200% Valentine card hopefully will kill him, and allow Trainee's ult to go onto Soe and not be wasted for like needing to kill with 10 health, but she does 20,000, so... Thankfully, right here, this 200% attack does end up taking out... Sorry, cat, go down. Does end up taking out Benimaru, and now Trainee is free to hit Soe for 35,000, which is a decent chunk of damage, except it's like a sixth of his health. So, we've used both big buffs, we've done a sixth of his health with one attack, so now we just kind of have to live. So we heal back up to full, that way we can, no matter what, one of our units can tank his ult coming, and now I kind of just want to build back up to another double ult, or even a triple ult, and we can just overwhelm him with power. So he decides to pick, of course, the weakest unit, and it's Rimuru. Thankfully, he doesn't die. If we hadn't have healed, he probably would have died. But now it's important that we start building up a Hakuro meter, because we can get a 6-card send, get ults going, maybe get an orange boost to increase that damage even more. Thankfully, Soe gets bored of smacking around Rimuru, so he goes for the 2 stronger units, which is good, because they take much less damage. We're going to swap him out, though, so he doesn't die, and we don't lose that mission. Again, we're going to send the Trainee card. She's going to do a decent amount of damage, but this gets us Hakuro now. And now we have 3 cards for Valentine, so let's go ahead and send that now, too. Now, one thing that you can see is we are already on turn 8, and we are nowhere close to killing. So, obviously, we're not going to get the turn 9 kill. And whether that is just unfortunate turn luck, or unfortunate dupes in my Valentine, I don't really know. But we're going to have to make do with it. We'll come back for the turn 9 kill some other time. Maybe when I decide to actually man up and put shards into Valentine. I've got like 23 shards, and I don't want to use them. I'm hoarding them for no reason. Like, I know she's a good unit. I know her and Velzard are both great units. They're worth shards. I don't want to do it. I don't know. I'm not a hoarder in any, like, terms of the sense. Like, I throw shit out all the time. Things that I'm like, does that have significant emotional value? Yeah, I can't remember right now. It's going in the trash. And it's going in the trash in, like, a forceful way where it breaks and be like, now I can't get it out of the trash. And be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I threw you away. You mean so much. No, not here. None of that. Alright, so Benimaru boost. Going on a rant now. We're going to send the ults. Benny, Trainee, and Valentine. Pretty sure this doesn't kill. But it will get him quite low. And it'll put us in a good position. So here, and we've rewinded. I don't know, I didn't say it, but we did rewind. So we do get a redo on turn 9. Which is good. Still not going to cut it, though. Because we don't get these 2 ults from Benimaru and Trainee. We just get to sit here with an okay hand. So I could send the oranges. I could send the blues. The blues will give me a Hakuro meter, which is good. But the oranges will get me a Valentine ult, which is better. Because I'm fairly confident that we can live his hits unless he really focuses someone down and hates their guts, which I was terribly afraid of. But, thankfully, like a gentleman, everybody gets some love. Spreads it out, and now we've been binded in, which is fine, because now we're going to kill. So we're going to use the magic resistance down, and then we're going to ult, and ult, and ult, and then Trainee and Val, and this does finish the game off, match off, round off, stage off, and whatever you want to call it. We're done. So, it took a couple of resets. It didn't take any, like, super hard retries, though, where we almost got it and didn't, because I was just looking for that 4-2 spread, and once we got that, this was our only attempt. So there is our very first clear of EX3 Tempered Edge for Earth, thankfully. I didn't get the best drops in the world, but I did get crystals and some platinum hammers. We do clear some of the missions. Now again, we didn't get turn 9. We did get the 5 alive, but we have to do that 3 times. We didn't get with Albus on the team, so I think we only got like 1 mission in reality. So yeah, we got a few missions done. It was like turn 10, 11, and 12 or something. It worked out though. So that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll reset, and I'll see you later.